shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Ride it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
Come on. 58, come on. I'm coming up for you.
X3. 218.
They run with Murphy to begin the drive. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Hey, orbit. Get it.
Here's a second and 7. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Spin the mirrors back and go full strength. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Greystone, Travis.
Murphy trying to pick it up on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Well, 58's the money. He don't know no better. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Danny.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side. Black. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down now, it's Black. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, a good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Far. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd down, it's Murphy. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
On 1st down, Bauman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Bauman. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll run on 1st down. Black. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extras...
I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watching your guard. 61, matchbox lights.
3, alert 3. 6, watch the 6.
Look, squeeze. Hit it.
On second down, it's Murphy. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 30.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
They'll go with Murphy here on first down. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A run for Murphy. And bulldozing his way through. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it. And
he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go.
That's our own 38-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Right back to him on first down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fix and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Far. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Steelers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On second down now, it's Murphy. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Third down and 4.
Down. 90 Wolf.
Let's get the ball.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Ready.
From the gun on third down, Ballman. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They'll run forward with Murphy, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get out.
They'll try the left side. It's Black, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Right back to him on first down. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, far. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Mike, 55.
Operating from the gun. Bauman throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilkins. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
High 7.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man on the out route. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 15, 1, 59.
Get that ball.
Hey,
On 1st and 10, Ballman. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A gain of 22 more yards. That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Check. Check 9.
Hey, Charlie. Mike.
From the gun, Ballman. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
58 to Mike.
Yo, go.
Check.
6-6, pull it high. Hit it.
To throw again, Ballman. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. They went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Hatchet.
Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Murphy. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready, 30 base. Brickstone, Travis.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Yo, cheetah. Be driven.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
58 to Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. And 58 is to Mike. Go 58 to Mike.
Operating from the gun, Ballman. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Down. 18 Gator.
58 right there. Rip left.
Go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Fair. 2.
Now Murphy. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Come on, that's 91.
So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. They'll see if they can pick it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check it out, Reed. He's crashing.
Rock it.
They'll try the left side. Black. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Black. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw. Far. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Wahoo! Recon, 132 fighter.
To throw on 3rd down. Far. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Strip that ball. Check.
Protein spill. Ready.
They run again here with Murphy. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
70, Indy. 5.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. 6-man.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. On 1st down, Murphy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Come on. Shoot.
80 weapons.
Undercrush.
Go.
Here's Murphy again. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
The tackle made by
Mike, 55. Check 55.
You drop Parker.
makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, it's Murphy. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Let's go.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
So we got man. Check, crunch.
Watch twist.
General West.
Safe. Watch twist.
Get it.
On second down, it's Murphy. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play.
You got it.
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, far. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks. Linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Let's go.
They go to Johnson again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, watch it, watch it. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 55-yard
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And, you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Quit talking about it. 53, come on, 53, check it down.
To throw on 2nd down. Far. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Jump.
On 3rd down, it's Black, and he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Cut.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it. And this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Let's go, defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The kick by Sanders is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 6-yard line. Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
The defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Pittsburgh, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.